Hello, everyone. Welcome. I am Linda Israel, and thank you so very much for coming to my live stream here on YouTube. I greatly appreciate your support and for taking the time to come here and hang out. There are a few things that I want to go over before the actual live started, so this is a recording. First of all, I want to make sure that you like this video and subscribe, so give it a thumbs up. I greatly appreciate that. When you subscribe, make sure you hit that notification bell up in the corner. That way you'll get a notification whenever I upload a video. I have a broadcast post or even a live stream. If you're watching this video as a replay and you're on a computer, look for the little gear at the bottom. You can change the speed to speed it up. Or if you're on a mobile device, look for the little three dots and usually you can change the playback speed there. My live streams generally last about 2 hours. They can go as long as 3 hours. It kind of depends on what we're working on that day and how the feedback is in the chat. While you're watching, you earn junk bucks. So if you are here, in order to get those junk bucks accumulating, go ahead and type hello in the chat and my little bot, Junkie Joe, will see you and then you'll start accruing junk bucks. And you're wondering, well, what do I do with those junk bucks? Well, you can accumulate those, and once you have 2,000 of them, you can type !award and you can redeem them for a $10 off coupon to my shop. You can earn junk bucks while you're here and when you are chatting, as well as when you play the in-chat game. So look for those as they come up, and if you make a donation. For those of you that make a donation during my live stream, make sure that you go over to my website at lindaisrael.com, and if you haven't already done so, create a user account. When you make a donation during my live stream, basically you're buying a membership to my website and to the live stream. In my opinion, what we're doing is you're accumulating that money in my account. Thank you for that donation. And as a reward, you will get 5% off your orders at lindaisrael.com. And during the live stream, if I have a journal that I'm giving away at the very end, you are eligible to win that journal. Anybody that makes a donation gets into that drawing by manually typing in the raffle at the end, but then you also get the discount membership on my website. Thank you to Robin, who is my administrator during the live stream. She helps me out with answering questions as well as giving information. She is also my administrator over at the Friendly Junk Journal People Facebook group. If you haven't joined that group, please do. We'd love to have you over there. You're welcome to share what you're working on. Speaking of sharing, during the live today, you can speak up in the chat and say, hey, I have a YouTube channel. You will not be able to share your link to your channel, but you can at least say, hey, my name is, and this is what I do. And then your friends that come into the chat can follow each other. Let's keep the chat upbeat, friendly, and helpful. If you will be kind to those that are here. If you have a question, put it in all caps and I'll do my best to answer those. The chat sometimes goes pretty fast, so I don't always see it, so do ask again. And at the same time, if you're in the chat and you know the answer to somebody's question, please speak up and give them the answer. Check the description box for links to products that I share today. Yes, I am an Amazon affiliate, which means I do get a commission on items that you purchase through my link. If you're going to buy something anyway, I greatly appreciate it. It does not cost you any extra. It just gives me a little bit of a commission, which helps me buy products to show you here. If you win one of the raffles, you can start right now by typing !raffle. Do make sure that you go over to my website, and if you haven't already created a user account, that way I will have your contact information so I can send you your prize. I am starting a raffle right now that is for 200 junk bucks, so you can get well on your way to accumulating your junk bucks. Let's have some fun today and let's get started. Thanks everybody for being here. Hello. How are you? I hope everybody is well. Welcome. Oh, that's interesting. Jennifer just said, I learned that dragonflies keep flies away. You can clip a fake dragonfly to your hat or clothes and flies won't bother you. That's interesting. I love dragonflies too. I've liked them a lot. Butterflies, of course, and then peacocks. I haven't had a tattoo of a butterfly yet. I do have, or a dragonfly. I have one of a butterfly. I don't have one of a dragonfly yet. So maybe I will. So hello, Jennifer and Margie and Julie. And I don't know who else is here because the chat has moved up. So if I missed you, speak up in the chat. I think Get was here earlier. I don't know if she is watching right now. So hello, hello, hello. So, you know, I've been trying to figure out what I wanted to do. My mind kept going back and forth. As y'all know, I've been kind of cleaning my space and I'm trying to reorganize. And I think I had indicated I wanted to do Christmas, and I'm kind of not in the mood right now, but I did want to do the dragonfly. But I think my next journal project, and I'm going to put this out there to you now, and maybe Jennifer, take down in a note what people comment. I'm thinking of doing a video where I spend the whole time making, I'm just going to put a number out there. Let's say 10 journal elements. And those journal elements could include pocket, journal card, altered paper clip, altered envelope, those types of things. So what are some things that you would like to see maybe in a condensed video where I go down the list? And then my thought was, I have a lot of generic papers that I'm thinking of just stacking a bunch together, putting a cover over it, whether it just be kind of a floral paper cover. And then these 10 items, then I would attach to this pretty generic journal. Is that something that y'all are interested in seeing or having me do? If that is the case, I'd love for you to speak up in the chat and say, hey, I'd like to do that. Go out and find a dragonfly brooch. I have a beautiful dragonfly brooch that my mother-in-law gave me. She purchased it. I believe she was in Red River, or Santa Fe. I can't remember which, but it was an artistic area, and she went into a little shop, and it was kind of an antique-y gift shop, and she found this beautiful silver and amethyst dragonfly, and I love it. It's really beautiful. So if y'all give me some ideas of what you want to see, Julie, if you have some ideas that you would like to see me do, let me know. Okay, so I kind of went through, and I have a music journal that I made a while back where I showed you all how to attach a button to the front. Didn't I? Yes, I think I did. Yeah, because I did attached it and then put this over the top of it. This is from the Musical Botanica set. It's not 100% finished, but it was enough that I just kind of wanted to flip through it really fast. See, I even have extra stuff here to play with. I found my stickers that I had when I was cleaning up. Oh, you want to see that brooch? Yeah. I'll have to get that brooch. I'll get it out for next week because I don't want you to have to wait on me to go run to the other room to find it. So I kind of went through my stash of stuff, and I did find this brooch, and I think it's flashing out because of the back of this card. Or the backing here is silver, so I'm going to undo it from that. And then maybe what I can do is put it on a darker color so that it shows up a little better. Kind of poke it through here. What do you think of that? Isn't that gorgeous? It's just got lots of bling on it. Your version of a portfolio would be great. Doesn't have to be complicated, yeah? Okay, gotcha. All right, so I got a little brooch that I think I want to use. I found some of the stickers that I had picked up a long time ago at the dollar store. And then I've got some other little elements, including a little goodie pack that was part of the Musical Botanica kit. I have a few of those left. I think like 4 of those kits left if you didn't get one. I found some fabric. My thought was I have an idea for making kind of a soft cover using this fabric, and this fabric. We'll see if we get to that. So I'm going to set that over here out of the way. And then I have a bunch of things in here that I have put together. Some of this I've already worked on. Aren't those stickers fun? Shiny! So this was a journal cover that I had already printed. Looks like I already have some other printed elements. I have a few pages that I've already decorated. So I'm going to flip these over. Okay, there we go. I started this page a while back, and it is a bunch of my gel prints that I glued on the back of, well, thank you, Julie, on the back of one of the Dragonfly, Dancing Dragonfly kits. And then I had this altered envelope, which had some dragonflies already on it that I thought I would use with y'all today. You know, just trying to use up some of the stuff I have in my stash. If you're anything like me, you probably have a bunch of different things that maybe, you know, it's been sitting there for a while, and you're like, well, what am I going to do with this? So I'm trying to use up some of my extra stash, if you will. So my thought was, I've got this piece here. Maybe we need to put a little flip up writing space over here. Let me see if I've got something already. Oh, yes. So my mother-in-law gave me these little tear-off notepads from St. Jude. So what if I took 2 of those, maybe 3? Or should I just make a belly band? That's what I'm thinking. Maybe I should make like a little belly band for that to stick into, and then this would close over it, and then we'd have this whole thing. So let's do that. Let's make a belly band. I found some embossed papers that I made a while back. So let's do a 2 for 1. Let's decorate this. We'll make this into a strip that can go back here to hold this in place. And we'll put a dragonfly on here. And we'll put some gloves on first. I've come up with an idea. Oh, my goodness, Julie. You know, you talked about my fabric. I am a quilter, although I haven't been an active quilter in a while. But there for several years, especially around 2013 through 2016-ish, I was making quilts, and I would go shopping for fabric. And I also had been a member at that time of a quilt guild, and so I would go to quilt guild things, and they would do basically giveaways where you could get free fabric, or for like 25-50 cents you could buy a bundle of fabric. So I keep getting a lot of those pieces of fabric over the years. Okay, so what I want to do with this piece, I want to cut this to be, let's see, maybe 1.5 inches wide, and I don't want it wider than 5 inches, so I'm going to cut that down to 5 inches. So I've got this little piece. Now, should I color it with Distress Oxides and maybe some Tattered Angels? Maybe that's what we'll do, because I thought it would go across like this, and I could position it at the top of the page, and then you still see the dragonfly. Oh, sorry, I'm off the screen. You can still see the dragonfly. So even if this is pushed all the way to the top, you can still see the dragonfly. So I'm going to slide this up out of the way and get this piece. About you got to finish stuff, right? I understand that, though. I understand that. Ooh, shiny object. I want to do this. I want to do that. And then you get sidetracked. Okay, so I got maybe a scrap of paper here that I'm going to work on. And I think I'm going to grab some Distress Oxides. We've got some teals and some purple and a little bit of some red and yellow. I really like that I put all the names on my Distress Oxide because now I can see them a lot better. So let's get this is one of my favorites, Mermaid Lagoon, out. All right, so I'm going to take this and rub it across. And then I think what I want to do is grab some Tattered Angels. I've got a lighter blue here. This was from the Out to Sea kit. Just want to shake that up. Remember, if there's doing a Tattered Angels, it's got mica in the bottom. You want to shake that up really, really well. All right, I think I got that shook up a little bit. So now I'm going to spray this, which will make that Distress Oxide kind of move a little bit. And now I'm going to get my heat tool and dry it. Like, ooh, mixed media is a lot of fun. I like being able to take what would possibly be a piece of trash paper and you can coat it with some paint. You can do some stamping and Distress ink and Tattered Angels on it. You can gel print. You can use all sorts of collaging on top of it. And then you've got a brand new piece of paper you can play with. You got about 1 million. Gets cooler. It's too hot. I understand. It's been hot around here. Hot, hot, hot. Let me tell you. I think the temperature outside, does it say? It says 98 degrees. My watch says 99. So it's fairly warm here. I pre-cooled the house because I'm on smart hours because normally, other than Monday, I'm not home. So from 2 to 7 p.m., we pay a special rate because we chose to do smart hours. And today that rate was 45 cents per kilowatt hour. So I'm trying to limit as much as I can of power usage and still get things done. All right, I did make some dragonflies earlier. All right, so if I bring this down, my idea was to put this across the page here. It's still a little damp on this corner, so I'm not going to glue it down just yet. And I think we need to put some Distress inks around the edges. I've got a little purple dragonfly, and although we're not going to see it when this is over it, but maybe what we can do is put a different dragonfly over the top of that somehow. Let me take my gloves off. Uh-oh, not enough people. Okay. Move this out of the way. I got a couple of dragonflies out. I went ahead and stamped these earlier, and then I used my watercolors to color them. And then I added some tulip dimensional glitter paint so they have sparkle on those. Okay. Ah, that's gonna look cool. Oh, thank you. Hello, Nicole. How are you? Nicole, I think. Nicole, I think so you say that. Okay, so Distress inks around this piece, something behind here so that it kind of covers up on the front page of this one. I'm looking at my scraps of paper here, see if I have something not in there, but maybe. This is a baggie full of stuff that when I cleared off my desk one time, I just shoved it into this little bag. So my plan is, over the next few weeks, is to go through all of this. So what if we were to, I don't know, tear a little piece out of that? Should we just make an altered paper clip? Because I could do that. I've got a piece of cardstock here I could use. And here's another little dragonfly. What else could we use here? I'm kind of thinking maybe what we'll do is make a small altered paper clip. What else do I have in here? Oh, this is kind of pretty. Just a pretty little piece of paper. That's what happens. I get sidetracked. Like, oh, look at this paper. Oh, look at that paper. And now here is a piece of like Frankenpage that I started piecing together. So what if I've got some more? Let me see if there's one that's better. If we were to lay that on one of these, would that look good on here? If we made that into an altered paper clip that kind of goes over the top of this, so that when this is slide down on here, it kind of holds it in place. I think that would work. Okay, so I'm going to put this away, put this away. I've got a piece of cardstock in case I want it. Put that in here. Let's get a drink. I thought I saw a piece of book page here. There we go. Piece of paper. So I'm going to take this piece of paper and fold it in half. I'm going to find a paper clip. I know there was one in here. Ah, here it is. Staying hydrated. You got to stay hydrated. Okay, so now I've got a piece of paper that I've put the paper clip over. Now I'm going to take this piece of paper and fold it up to kind of sandwich the paper clip. Make it even. Okay, and we're going to put glue here and here to sandwich that paper clip in here. I'm just going to go ahead and glue the whole thing. I'm going to cut it apart, but I want to go ahead and make sure it's got a good coating. Okay, and then do the same thing on this side. Like so. Your brain must be working today. Oh, you wonder if you stamp some dragonflies on acetate and glue the body part on plain paper, and the wings will be see-through with the tulip glitter on the wings as well. Oh, that would be kind of cool, yeah. All right, I think what I want to do is I want this to be the same width as the... Do I? Actually, we're going to do it the same width as this piece. That's what we're going to do. Okay. So, I'm going to use a piece of this. Do I want to fold it and put the dragonfly on it like that? I'm trying to see how far. Maybe what I'll do is get my paper cutter out and my bone folder. And I'm going to wrap this around here. All right. I think right about there. You're leaving a little bit of a space there. I'm just going to take this and fold it in half and then cut this off. All right, this needs to go back over here. Distress inks. All right, I think what I want to do is put this in here. And then when I'm ready to put it over the paper clip, do I want to keep it low so that this sticks out the top? I think like that. It has structure. That sounds pretty. Like that. You made a dragonfly wings by coating netting with glue and letting it dry and then cutting out the wing shapes. Oh, that's a good idea. You know, the technique where I showed you all to take the tissue paper and paint it with the glue, let it dry overnight so it makes that real thin paper, that would be an idea to try, as well as using tulle. You could put glue down, put the tulle in it, let that dry, then you could cut them out. So that would be another idea as well. Okay, so I don't think I need this piece. I'm going to put it back in here. I do want this piece. So I think what I'm going to do is line that up. Now, do I want this side? You know what I could do? It could be a two-sided dragonfly paper clip. And I think that side. All right, so I'm going to take this off. If I can get it off now. Come on. Why am I having problems? Okay. That was weird. All right, so I got this piece. I think I want to stamp on here. I'm going to get a piece of scrap paper. I know my desk is a mess already. Can't you tell? It's crazy. I'd say it crazy. I'm going to move some things out of the way. Okay, let's put this right here for now. Okay. So I saw my rubber stamps. Here they are. And I've got this little music notes. Let's use that one. Got a little block here. And I've got archival ink black jet black. Yeah, glue it on a craft mat, or I use a plastic bag. There we go, that's better. I think that'll be good. All right. I'm waiting for that ink to dry. So I'll put my stamp away. Stamp away, stamp away. Well, Henry and I have been watching a television series called Supernatural, and we finally finished it. Thank goodness. It was starting to get ridiculous, but we felt like we were committed and we had to keep watching it. So last night we started watching Heartland. I'm thinking that I really want to get, I think it's the Family Network, something like that. I may want to get that. Do I want to do the purple on here? Maybe. Do y'all watch those types of movies, like, or television show like Heartland? Okay, come on. Why are you giving me a fit today? I don't think I can fit you right in there. Oh, there we go. You threatened them. Did it work? All right, so now I want this piece. I'm waiting for that to dry, so I'm going to use my heat tool real fast. Okay. So my thought was to glue this Yeah, so I'm going to glue this right here at the bottom. And then I'll trim off the excess. And maybe I'll get a piece of fabric and put down. I don't know. We'll glue it first. The Serpent Queen. Is that one any good? I don't recognize that one. We've watched let's see. What's the other? Oh, Sweet Tooth. The series Sweet Tooth on Netflix. That was really cute. And scary. And all the things. You don't even own a TV? Gotcha. Well, you know, I got rid of cable, so we only watch what we can get on the internet. You have to hurry and finish before your 7-day free trial is up. Gotcha. We've done that. We've done that. Or they'll have a special where the first 3 months are $5 or whatever, and then we're like, okay, we gotta hurry and watch this because they're gonna start charging us. All right, got that on there, so I'm just gonna trim this off. Okay. Now let's see. Well, let's add a little distress inks where I cut that paper. I think that'll look good. All right. So if I'm going to put this on here, oh, I've got a piece of cheesecloth, then I'd have to use the heat tool to dry it. Let me see. Let's get my little jar of scraps. Oh, now we're about to have a catastrophe. All right, now, come on. That's twice now that I have had a cord get tangled around my chair, and I usually don't have that issue. So made some changes. I need to change them back. Oh, I like this dragonfly. Maybe we can find something in here. Got another piece of cheesecloth that isn't dyed, though. Oh, here's one that's green. That might be good. So what if we were to take a little piece, since Robin's not here, let's use a little piece of cheesecloth. So what if we were to put just a little piece of that right behind? I think that'll work. Or we're going to get that piece out. We'll do it on the other side. Push all my scraps back in. I like this little jar, just putting a few scraps in. Yeah, 3 TV with 3 channels. That's all you had. Well, we had channel 25 and channel 34 that came along. All right, cut one more little piece. Set this over here. All right, and then how about maybe a little sentiment? Choose the shine, choose joy. Maybe something like that. Oh, and I've got some bling. I know Jennifer will like the bling. All right, so let's do this side, and then we will flip it over and do the other side. Now, I should have saved it for Robin. Well, Robin's not well, so she couldn't emphatically say, don't use that cheesecloth. Okay, use my block to kind of push that down for a second. Okay. Now, let's put this guy over the top of that, and we'll add the little sentiment. We tried that digital antenna back in 2010. Didn't work very well. You know, I've got my in-laws got a digital antenna, and I think it works on a couple of channels. They gave us one. It wasn't a very nice one, and we can only get one channel, so we don't even try to watch. I didn't even the news this past weekend. I didn't even know about it. We had not even turned on social media. We were watching YouTube videos for a few minutes, and then we went to watch the rest of the Supernatural television show. And it wasn't until we called our in-laws, Henry's parents, that they told us what had happened. So I don't know about the news. Yeah, she probably knows. Her ears are burning. I don't watch mainstream news anymore because it's just lies and garbage. All right, I think that'll look good. Choose joy. Oh, I found a little paper flower earlier, so that reminds me. Let's do... I've got some little paper flowers. And I never use them, so I'm going to use them today. So what if I've got... Here's kind of a little teal one. And, oh, this is... I thought I already had one open. This is brand new. It still has tape on it. Ugh. I'm going to get that off. There we go. Yeah, for your laptop and your phone. Gotcha. I don't know. Do I want something like that? We need one more. Do we need we need a little white flower, don't we? Let me see what my white flowers look like. Yeah, YouTube is good because you can choose and be picky about what you want to watch. I've got these little bitty white flowers. So maybe something like that. And then we can put a little rhinestone in there. What do you think of that? Let's see if y'all can... Let's zoom in so you can see it. I think that'll work. All right, so let's unlayer that for a moment, and I'll get my glue. Put a little glue on here. I'm just using Elaine's tacky glue. Okay, and then maybe right there. All right, now let's put some rhinestones. Some of these are kind of a gray, silver. I think I'm just going to use them. All right, let's get one of those off and put it in the flower. Yeah, I think that looks good. Put one over here. Maybe one up here. I'll put it right by here. Just kind of like that. How's that look? All right, so let's flip it over. And I've got another dragonfly and another piece of cheesecloth. You're a silver girl? Gotcha. Okay. You have a punch that makes flower? Yeah, they're kind of fun, aren't they? I've got a couple of flower punches too, and these are little flowers that I've had for years. This one, I mean, you can see the dust on the top of it where the tape, once it was removed, you could see the dust. How about Be Authentic? We'll use that. All right, let's put you back in here for now. Just putting away some of the sentiment so they're out of the way. Okay, so I'm going to glue down the cheesecloth. Thank you, Julie. There we go. And see, the last time we went that way. Do we want to go the same direction? And then I could put the Be Authentic here and put the flowers above. I think that'll work. Hey, Sheila, welcome. I think there's a lot of people not here today, Julie. We've got a small crowd. Okay, so now let's put this guy right about here. And then we'll put the Be Authentic in the corner. There we go. All right, so then I need some flowers, so I'll do the same kind of thing. See what I can find in here. There's kind of a teal colored one, although that one kind of blends in. Let's do a lighter one. Maybe this one will be better. There we go. Oh, it is an in-chat game that when you come here and watch my live videos, when I'm live, you earn points. We call them junk bucks. Those points can be used to play the in-chat game, and when you have 2,000 of those points, you can use them to redeem a $10 off coupon in my shop. So it's just a little game that we've added during the live. Hey, Janice, welcome. Welcome, welcome. All right, so I'm just going to take another one of these little paper flowers. And if you don't have these, you know, you can always fussy cut some, or maybe you have a paper punch that can make little flowers, and you could use some scrap papers that you color with paint, or you can use scrapbook papers, whatever. Got it, yeah? All right, so I'm just going to cut a few of these little rhinestones apart and then put one in the flower here. So we're making an altered paper clip. Okay, and then we need at least one more. I can get a hold of it. Come on. And let's put one right about there. There we go. That's cool. All right, let's go back over here. So I've got this little piece. I think it's dry now, so I'm going to add some distress inks to the edges of it. Now I've got this little piece of a dragonfly that I was just going to kind of glue on here. Maybe we should get another sentiment so that when this is empty, you see it. So let's see what else I have. So we did Be Authentic. Oh, here we go. How about My Thoughts Linger Here? And then that way, when it's empty, you see that. Okay. Thank you, Margie. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Pretty bling. Thank you, Julie. All right, did I get that way crooked? Yes. Way crooked. All right, and then we'll put this guy over here. Oh, there you go. You won, Nicole. All righty. Okay. So, my thought was, if I can remember how to open my paper clip here. Come on. What did I do? There it is. It's like, why weren't you working? It's because it got glued shut. All right, so this is going to go over the top of my notepad. And then this is going to slide over here. And I could make it go pretty far up. So what I want to do, I think, is glue this to where it's not sticking out the top. So maybe right about there. So it'll have a little bit of leeway. So I'm just going to glue it right here on the sides. So right here and right here. Kind of put it right about there. I want it within my fold. I got a little bit of music that I folded into a little envelope. Didn't have anything inside of it. Maybe we can find a little scrap. I thought I saw some earlier. Got this purple paper. You know, that would kind of fit in there. So what if we were to do something like fold that. And then I can slide that in here. Oh, it's a little too tall. I thought it was short enough. All right, so let's trim off a little bitty bit. I'm going to take off about half an inch or a quarter of an inch. All right, that works. All right, so I'm just going to add the distress inks to it. So if I take this and put it in here, so it gives you a nice little card to write on if you want. Okay, I like that. I haven't put anything on here. You know, what if when he did one of the stickers? Let's see what I can find. Oh, and I had some other stickers too. Where did those go? Here they are. My mother-in-law gave me these gold foil stickers, so we may find one of those to use. I'm just waiting on this to dry before I put my piece over the top of it. I think that'll look good. All right, so what if we put, do we want to put the, we got two of these little violins, so let's use one of those, I think. Did Margie's total roll over? Okay, so maybe if we put it, since the text is going this way, I'm trying to decide if I want to do it like that, because then it'll be upside down. So we'll just do it kind of at an angle, like that. You'll see it sticking out there. I've got the word love, so why don't we just put love on there? Do we want a little piece of purple paper? I think a little, oh, you can even see that. It's so far away. Zoom in, Linda. I think that'll look good. I'm going to put some distressing on this piece. All right, so I'm going to add some glue and glue this down. There we go, like that. Do I want just a tiny, I'm going to get a tiny, tiny piece of cheesecloth and then put the love over that. There we go. Put your finger on there. How's that? And then you can open it up and you've got a little card on the inside. This was something I made a while back. All right, it doesn't have a card on the inside. There's not much decorating the outside. So let's see what we have in my little goodies here. You know, I saw, where is that? This is a element from the label for the planner kit is what this piece is from. And I cut it apart and it has Calico Collage's little image. So what if I were to glue that on the front of this little envelope as a decoration? I could leave it to where this is open so you can stick something behind there. I think that'll work. Let's glue this down. You like it? I like the cheesecloth. It's just a little piece. All right, so we'll put this piece right here. And then this was just a stamped image I had in my stash. So I'll just glue that on the corner that covers up that Calico Collage image. I'm going to use the Fabri-Tac or Beacon, whatever this is. Beacon glue. Because this is a slick, shiny paper. Okay. All right. I have a piece of coffee dyed paper. I wonder if there's a card that will fit. That would fit inside. This is just a piece of text weight paper that I could put inside just for something pretty to be inside there. I've got this little card, but I don't want it to stick out. I'm thinking I'll cut a little piece of this coffee dyed paper. Let's see, make it, I'll get my punch. So this is my tag punch. So it's 2.5 inches. That's how wide this part is. So if I do 2 inches, yeah, let's do 2 inches. Now, do I want to fold this? I think I'm going to try that. Okay, so let's say that if I want this to stick out, so let's move that over to 3 inches. Right there would be 3. I'm going to do 3. You can't see. You know, might help if you could see. By being here, Nicole, they just add up automatically. Just by being here. If you type exclamation point bucks, then you will see how many you have. All right, I'm going to make this at 3. Yeah, 3 1/4 inches. And score this. And I am going to punch the tag area. So that's sticking out there. Get rid of my trash. And I'm going to turn on my sewing machine. And we're going to get the sewing lamb out here in just a moment. Sewing lamb! The sewing cam. And we're going to sew on this in just a moment. So what I want to do is, this is going to go in here like this. I think I'm going to cut off just a little bit of this tag in the back because I don't want it sticking out. Let's see if that was enough. Yeah, that'll work. So it's down below the top of the tag. You're welcome. Just every time you log in and comment on my videos in the live, you will accumulate the little points to play the games. And of course, if you want to save them up and redeem them for a coupon to my shop, you can do that as well. I'm just going around the edges with Distressed Ink Walnut Stain. Thank you, Julie. All right, I think what I need is a little piece of fabric or lace or something to go in here. And I just happened to see this little piece laying here. So let's put this in here. And I'm just going to flatten it out. And then I'll going to the sewing machine, I will stitch right across here. So sewing lamb. All right, am I in the shot? We're in the shot. Let's get the, set it on zigzag stitch. And I have black thread in the upper and the lower. I'm using a regular needle. And we'll just stitch right across here. I like doing sewing on the tags like this because tying a knot can put quite a bit of bulk. But just stitching on that keeps it really nice and flat and thin. All right, let's go back over here. So, do I want to leave it? Oh yeah, I think that looks good. Fold it in like that. All right, so this went in here. Now make sure I didn't get that too. Yeah, it'll fit. And then up here, I've got kind of a little notepad that I made with some pieces. And I think since we have some music there, we need something like a dragonfly or music on top of here. So I have some smaller dragonflies. Maybe this, do we want this purple dragonfly? I could put that right there in that corner. So we have a butterfly there, so I think adding just the little dragonfly across here would be good. So let's glue that down. Where is it? There it is. And there's some more cheesecloth. It's pink. Okay. And we don't have any flowers on here. We could put a little teal flower. I've got one like this. And maybe put one of the lighter purple ones in the middle. And then put bling on top of that. I think that'll be good. Yeah, I baked the dragonflies. Yes, Julie, it costs you junk bucks to play the chat games. So if you win, then you think of how much did you play to win, which I believe is 10 junk bucks. And if you won 40 junk bucks, then you netted 30 junk bucks. It's like an entry fee. Yep, you got it, Sheila. Okay. And it's just a way to have a little fun in the chat. How's that? Just a little tag that's got some scraps that I had left over, and I just kind of put them all together. And then this went up here. Try not to booger it up too much. All right, and then this flips over. And then here I've got just a pretty simple little tag that I made. We could put something on the front of here. I've got this little dragonfly. I'm trying to decide if there's a window here. So if I put it on the window, you won't really see it, but part of it. What do I want to do? I think, what do you think? Should we put this on there? Yeah, the more you play, the more you win. I don't know if that's what I want to do. I could glue it to the side here so that you can tuck other things under it. I made this a while back, and I've been trying to figure out where I want to use it. So maybe if that was on here, let's do that. Okay, so I'm going to glue just on this edge, on the glue. All right, put it right about here. And I don't want this to be pushed into the glue, so I'm just going to set it to the side and then put it back in. This is an envelope that I altered. I did this a while ago. Oh, you can kind of see the dragonfly peeking out. All right, so now this should be dry enough that if we take this piece and slide it over, there we go. So it's chunky, but it gives us a nice little element right there. Man, that's chunky. Okay, I'm just kind of adjusting it. Okay, so that's good. So now I need something for this side. I have this little scrap. So this was from the planner kit. So it says Musical Botanica planner kit. And then I found this piece of scrapbook paper, and my thought was, what if I glue that over the top where it says that? It still says right here Calico Collage, but I figured we can find something to put on there. So I'm going to glue this down right on top of this. I'm going to cut it even. Does that look good? Well, thank you. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm going to glue it first, and then I'm going to trim it off. So I'm going to put some glue right here on the There we go. Just kind of making that adjustment to go right across. So we're covering up that printing on there. And then we can use this to make a pocket. Hey, Amanda, welcome. All right, I'm going to add some distressings to this edge. Now, let's see how wide this piece is. It is 8 inches, so I'm going to cut it at 4 inches. And now I've made 2 little pocket elements that I can put on this side of the journal. And I'm kind of thinking, since this side has so much thickness, I'll put it over here. And then that way it won't be as bulky. Now, do we want to stitch down the middle here? I do have a piano, and we can get out another dragonfly, maybe a green one. And I'll put something over the top of that. So let me find some little paper. Oh, here's a little decorative piece that we could kind of put to make it look like a tag coming out the top. That's what I think. All right, so I'm going to cut this right about here. Yeah. Yes, for the piano. I think that would look cute right there. Put a little glue right across there. This is a slick paper. It was printed on a laser printer. And so it kind of has a glossy feel to it. All right, so I'm just going to line this up. So now it kind of looks like a faux file folder, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Okay. So we want the piano. Do we want the piano over here? I'm going to put it here so it's on the outer edge. And then the dragonfly can kind of be over to the side like that. I think that'll work. I don't want to add too much bulk, but I think a little bit will be fine. So here we go. Oh, come on, stick down. Now, should I try to make a little tab on this one? Might as well. Maybe we'll do it on the opposite side. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to cut this the same width. Okay. So maybe like right here. So they'll both have that file folder look. Julie will be back, she says. Yes, the dragonfly can play the piano. Using up my scraps. I have so many little scraps. Yeah, I used part of that. Okay. I'll put this one right about here. Now, should we put another sticker on here? I have these other stickers that my mother-in-law gave me. Is there one That one says happy birthday, but maybe we could put something over that. All right, so it says happy birthday, but I've got the word love, and that could go right over the top of that. Because it's not a birthday journal, it's just a dragonfly and music journal. So my thought was if I put this right about there, and then I'll glue this over the top of it. All right, let's line this up, Linda. All right, so I've just put that right over the top of that sticker. Isn't that cool? Okay. Now, these are 4 inches, so I don't think I have very many journal cards already made. Let's see if there's any that would fit. This would fit, and this one will fit, so we've got those 2. I think the others are a little too tall. I mean, that could go in. I don't want it to cover up part of this, so that one could go in the back. I think that'll work. Okay. I'm going to glue these down. This is a gel print. My dog Oreo is barking in the other room. I don't know if that means my husband's here or if he's just trying to bark because he wants to go outside. So I'm going to glue this real fast and put it down and then go see what's going on with Oreo. So he's blind, so it's difficult sometimes for him. All right. Oh my goodness. Julie, you sound like my husband. All right, I'll be right back. Y'all look at that. Think pretty thoughts. Oreo, what's the matter? You go outside? I think he was thinking he was alone. So I brought him in here for a second so y'all can... There's Oreo. He's getting all blind. You know, he can't see very well. Now he's going to be mad at me when I put him down because he'll have to walk all the way around to the living room. But I'm going to see if he'll lay up here with Hercules. Oh, look. There's a bed there. You want to get up there and lay down? Yeah? Good boy. Don't hit your head. You got to share, Hercules. Hercules doesn't want to share. Oh, he was just upset. He gets upset every once in a while. It's no big deal. Okay, I like that. I have some cardstock here. Oh, here's another piece of... What is this called? Coffee dyed paper. It is... So let's do not quite 2.5 inches. Just made a couple little cards. Hey, they're doing good. They're doing good. Hercules had to have 7 teeth pulled a little while back. He sleeps a lot. Of course, he'll be 15 in August. And I'm starting to notice that one of his eyes is gooping up. And that was what started with Oreo when he started having severe dry eye and he started losing his eyesight. So I think now Hercules is going through that. So the next time I take him to the vet, I may ask her if she thinks, yeah, it's old age. I know. Now, Hercules doesn't really like to share his bed. He will get in the bed with somebody else, but he didn't like it if somebody gets in his bed. He got back up there, though. You're okay. Good boys. Oreo's staying because he can hear me. He could probably barely hear me in the other room. Yeah, he's 15, and Oreo will be 15 in December. All right, do I want to fold this? I don't want it to stick up too far. So I'm going to fold it like this. Put it like that. I could. You put them together like this. And then that way when you pull it out, you pull up both. Okay, that works. So I'm going to do this again. Stick that up just a little bit. And then put this piece in here. Now, did I put this down far enough? Not really. But I think it'll be okay if it's sticking out the top just a little bit. Nice looks of layers upon layers. Now, do we want to put something over here? Oh, I've got, this is another one of the elements. And so I had already stuck down a piece of paper. So I've got the words, be the light. So maybe if we just put it kind of in the middle. Something like that. We'll glue this together. Crafters love their critters. That's true. You let your little guy put away with or get away with anything since he'll be 15 in October also? Yeah. You like the file folder albums? Thank you, Nicole. You have an 8-pound fur sister that takes up half your bed? Yes, I understand that. Yes, Oreo at night now, he starts barking when he wants to eat. And so we'll start, and we'll feed him, and Hercules too. And then Oreo will wait about an hour and a half, and he'll start barking again. So I don't know if he's getting senile, or if he's just playing us so that he gets more food. Now, do I want to put that right in the middle? I mean, I know that there's not any journaling space on this side, but it's just something pretty, right? Yeah, we'll just glue it down. Yeah, if you used to say if you have a warm dog in bed, you'll go to sleep. Yeah, you miss 150. Wow, that's a big one. The biggest we've had, his name was Thor, and we think he was like a water spaniel, maybe part chow, part golden retriever. He was long, fluffy black hair, but he was short-legged, and he weighed about 50 pounds, maybe 55 at the most. Generally, he stayed around 45 pounds. That looks good. All right. So we put something here. We've got something here. We didn't have anything over here. I've got the background of a dragonfly. Wonder. I don't know if I have any little notepads. I don't think I do that have dragonflies on them. I see one with butterflies. I've got this purple paper. I'm thinking maybe we can just kind of layer these. Okay, put that back. So what if I were to layer those so they could be lifted up? I'm going to add some distress things to this piece. Okay. Yeah, you struggle. I understand that. You know, I love the pretty papers, but sometimes you want to add just a little bit something else to it. So I'm thinking of just adding this little piece right here in the middle. And then this can be flipped up to use for journaling. Now, what do I want to use to position that? I think I saw a little bit of some washi tape here. Let's see what I've got. Let's see what this is. This is a, I don't know, like just a green little pattern. And this looks like evergreen, and then this is polka dots. I'm thinking the polka dots will go. All right, so I'm going to take a piece of this. And I'm going to take a little piece of this and go across the top here. Come on now. You don't want to pull it tight. You just want it to kind of lay across your paper. Oh, I didn't mean to do it that way. I think I want to do this differently. No, that's what I wanted. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just making it up as I go. Yeah. I want it across the top back, and then I'm going to place down this purple piece so that it'll be covered up. So I'm going to line it up at the top here in the middle. And then that folds over. So now we've got this piece here. And then I want to put another piece of washi tape back here so that when I lay it down, it sticks. So I think I will just do it this way so I don't have to fight with it. Put a little piece of washi tape across here. For some reason, I am not going straight. Come on, get straight. Okay. I'll just cut it off at the edge. There. So now we just have a little flip that we can use in our journal. Oh, well, I hope he's better. Okay, put that over here. All right, so that one I think is pretty much done. So I'm going to set that aside. And I started another. Oh, here we go. No, that's not it. All right, so do we want this one or I think this one. Okay. I started, oh, here it is. I started a little thing that I wanted to make. I've got another little pocket piece here. I don't know. I don't have anything on the back side here. I do have a piece of kind of a lavender colored text weight paper that we could put on the back side. We could stencil on this piece. Ah, wait. I have some stencil papers that I made. All right, why are you flashing out there? Stop that. Let's see what we've got here. kind of like this one. If we put this on the back side, this is on this side, I think that'll look good. Yep, let's do that. Okay. I'm going to glue these together and set them aside for a moment. It's never happy times when your animal gets sick and then you have to work with that for a while sometimes, and then they die. And I keep saying it, so I'm probably going to jinx myself, but Henry and I have kind of been talking that once these two dogs, I don't know that we will get another one. If it appears that Hercules may live longer than we think and Oreo dies first, we might adopt an elder dog just so Hercules has a companion, because he does like being around other dogs. Okay, I'm just smoothing that out. So this was just text weight paper and it's kind of thin. All right, I'm going to add some distress inks around the edges. Okay. I'm not getting very much done here. I got to hurry. It's a good thing I already had some pages already made, because I still haven't designed the actual outer cover. Okay. I'm going to let that dry for a little bit, so I'm just set it aside for a moment. All right, so I thought that I would want to put a big pocket on here, but I don't know that I want it to be the full height of the page, and I want in some layers. So I'm going to look at this. All right, I think I'm going to cut this down. I think I want this to just kind of stick out the top just a little bit. So first, I'm going to cut the base piece, and this top layer, I want them a little bit inside the border, like that. And then this piece I want to put across the top like that. So it kind of gives us this neat layered piece. Let's add some distress inks to the pieces I cut. Now I think I should colorize this book page in the background. Partly because I don't really want to see the text all that much. I know that there's text there, but I don't have to really look at it. I am going to cut the corners off. There we go. Okay. All right, let's colorize this. Oopsie. Why did you come out? You stay there. You as well. So I'm going to put gloves on, and I know I use the Mermaid Lagoon a lot, so let's use a blue. Maybe the Blueprint Sketch, and then we'll do another blue Tattered Angels over the top of it. I want this border to be blue. So then when we put, where'd it go? This piece over the top, we'll see that nice blue border. I've got a planetary wonderlust. So I'm going to spritz that a couple of times. So it kind of will blend a little bit. I could use a paintbrush. I think I might kind of. Okay, clean my brush off and let's use a heat tool and dry it. That blue, that you like that blueprint sketch? It's a nice blue. Both dogs got up and left me. Okay, I think that looks good. I think I want to stamp around that outside edge too. So, what do I want to use? This is just a little stamp I made a while back. That's just some random looking text. So I think I'm just going to kind of help obscure the book page a little bit. Just kind of going over that. I think that works. Okay. Now this piece is going to go over here, and I'll put this over the top of it. And then I had this piece. I haven't colored it yet, so what color should we make the treble clef? And then I have a little piece of paper here. I don't know if that's what I want. I could do it this way. Maybe I need to get a dragonfly. I've got a green and a pink left. So we've got this pink one, or this turquoisey colored one, which I think would stand out a little better. All right, so what color should I make the treble clef? I may need to do one more piece of paper on here because this is only one book page thickness. It's kind of thin. There, that'll work. I don't want it to rip whenever I'm sticking things in it. So if I glue this on the edge, I don't have to cut too much of it off of here. Julie says gold. I agree with Julie. Nicole says gold. Okay. Well, I believe that I have some gold paint here. I'm just glued 2 book pages together just to make that thicker. Just cutting off the excess paper. Sorta, apparently. There we go. All right, let's get some gold paint then. Metallic. All right. Scrabble paper. Paintbrush. All right, so I've got some pearlized bright gold. It was brand new, and so the little sticker I pulled off was sticking to my fingers. All right, so let's get some gold. This is not the same gold paint that I used to use. It's a lot runnier. It's not as opaque as I'm used to because it's a new tube. All right, so I'm going to let that dry for just a moment while it's working on that. All right, that kind of, it dries pretty quick, this thin. It's a good thing that I painted that white because it would, you just see the brown, but maybe the gold would look good over the brown. Okay, I'm just moving it over so that it doesn't stick to my paper. I don't know, that's kind of pretty because it's metallic-y. Yeah, I use Vintage Photo or Walnut Stain Distress Inks. I think right now I'm using, yeah, this is Walnut Stain. That's what I'm using right now, is Walnut Stain. Okay, so let's take this piece and fold over the edges. Okay. I like it. Let's do distress inks around the edges. Yeah, Robin wasn't feeling well today, so she texted me this morning she was going to lay down. Told her to feel better. So y'all keep her in your prayers, if you will, please. Okay. Let's layer this up. I think I like that blue on there. I hope I didn't do that too wide. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, not too bad. All right, let's glue. That's not. This is what I want. Okay. I like it. Yeah, I hope so too. She was just having a bad migraine, she said, and I know what migraines are like. They're rough. Okay, so if I put this here and put this kind of going behind there. And then this is going to go over here. And then we'll put the treble clef over there. How's that look so far? Okay, so let's glue these pieces down. Got a little tag along, tag along, that's it. It is a piece of scrap of some sort. So let's put it right about there. Okay. Kind of centering that. I want to be able to see the little treble clef, so I think I'm going to move it over just a little bit. Looking good. Thank you, thank you. All right, let's see if this is... I can't really tell if it's dry. Let's see if it's leaving any. How's that with the gold? I think that looks pretty good. And then if we put this guy right here. Yeah, that looks good. All right. The schoolwork stopped, so you stopped with the migraines maybe, Julie? You were allergic to school? All right, let's put that right about here. Like it. Okay. Let's put that right in here. Smush it. Well, come on. You've been going in there until now. All right, let's take my gloves off. You love it? Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, stress can cause migraines, that's for sure. All right, so we'll take this piece, and I guess I didn't do very much distressing on this side, so maybe I'll do that here in a moment. Let's fold this. Okay, so then we've got this side. My thought was to put this guy right here, and then we can use it to put journal cards inside of it. Does that look good? Yeah, homework is no fun. I was in the high school marching band. I was the head drum major. I was in 4-H. I was the 4-H president. I was in choir. We had to go to all the football games, and we had to go to the home basketball games and play as a band member. I stayed busy in high school, that's for sure. And I also showed horses. So on the weekends, I would go to horse shows. Okay. I like that. I don't know if I have any large journal cards. Let's see here. I've got this one that can go. Let's put it this way. Come on now. Why are you sticking on me? There we go. All right, that sticks out just a little bit. That's not big enough. This is just a piece of two-sided paper, but I think it would be pretty back there. So maybe what I'll do is I'll put another piece of coffee dyed paper on it. What if we made it Do I want to glue it to the back side or just layer it? I'm thinking just a layer, maybe do a couple, because I might be able to get a couple out of this. So let's see what we've got going on here. So this is approximately a little over 6.5 inches tall. So I'll cut this piece of coffee dyed paper to the same height. Yeah. And then this is, looks like 3¼ inches. So I'm going to cut this 3¼ see how many I get. Oh yeah, I can definitely get 3 out of that. Okay. We did create some scraps, but that's okay. All right, let's put some distress inks on it and then we'll put these together. So then we'll have, this side is textured. So we'll have this piece on the front and then we'll have these on the back. What do you think? So I'm just going to go around the edges. And I think we could sew across the top. I may have a piece of fabric here we could use. Okay, I'm just going to shuffle the papers and keep distressing them, especially if they're thin. You don't want them to rip. Having them in layers makes it easier to go around those edges. Okay. All right, let's go again. All righty. Computers, computers, computers. Okay, we're almost done. Okay. Okay, so I'll put that on the front. And I think what I'll do is just put a little bead of glue across here just to help hold it together. And then I'll get a piece of fabric or something to go across the top. Okay, and then we'll put this one across the top. Okay. I think that looks really good. A little stack there. I happen to have this little piece of fabric. I could fold it over the edge and then stitch that across there. I think that'll look good. All right, let's do that. I'm going to use the beacon glue. And I'll put a little glue here just to help hold it in place. Okay, and then like so. All right, we'll go to the sewing machine. So sewing lamb. Doo-doo-doo. I'm going to get my fabric scissors and trim this just a little bit. Okay. Put the scissors back where they belong. Alright, I'll just do a quick zigzag stitch across here. Okay. Alright, just stitched across. Quick stitches. Alrighty, and then this piece can go back here. We could add another dragonfly. I have a pink one. I think that works because you've got the pink butterflies here. Let's put that on there. Okay. Tell Raven I said hi, Julie says. So hi, Raven. Alright, I like that. That looks pretty good. This has already got dragonflies on it. Alright, so we need something over here. I don't know that I need another little pocket, but I kind of started one. Maybe right here. So this is another one of the elements from the label. And then I took a book page and just attached a scrap to it. And my thought was I would just glue that over the bottom. And then there'll be a little pocket here, and then there's a pocket here. So I will glue this down on the back side here. Trying to make sure I got it centered. Come on, cooperate. There we go. Like so. So now this is a pocket on the front here, and then I can put it inside my book there. How's that? Oh, this is kind of a slicky paper. Let's use the beacon glue. You gotta have lots of pockets, Julie. Yep, that's right, Amanda Dawn. Lots of pockets. Can never have too many. Sometimes you can put too much in your pockets. Henry doesn't like to wear his cell phone when he's wearing shorts because the cell phone's so heavy that it makes the shorts slide down. So I told him the other day, I should have told him the other day we'll get him a pair of suspenders or braces to hold his shorts up. Okay, I like that. And then these were some more of the label pieces that I just cut up and added some distress inks. So I thought those would look cute in here. And then this was just a gel print, but the back was white. So I just cut it to stick that in there. And I believe that we have some more journal cards. This is one I made a while back. And I think, yeah, it'll fit right there. I think that'll look good. And here is a tag with a dragonfly on it. I've got this element that's from the Musical Botanica kit. I think that would look good there. And I think I'm just going to glue it on two sides just in case in the future a card could be tucked up under there. Okay. The more the better. Pockets, pockets, pockets. Okay. All right. So there is that. Nice. Okay. Let's get out my pieces. Let's see if I need to add any more. So I've got this behemoth, which I think is going to go in the dead center of our journal. And then I use this Dragonfly. Now the rest of the kit is pretty much the Musical Botanica kit. So that's going to go in the middle. I've got this one that has a butterfly and some flowers. I could add dragonflies to the pages. And then here are from the Musical Botanica subscription box. I think it's what this is from. I didn't look it up beforehand. Yeah, so those are those 4. Here's another mop-up stenciled page. Here's a page I made that's got music. Oh, and it has a flip over, and a flip over, and a flip up. Nice. Okay. That could go there. What else do we have here? Oh yeah, this has a notepad. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so I'm just going to kind of piece these together. So I'm thinking, let's put one of these first. Yep. And then let's put a printed page. Maybe this kind of deluxe page. That's what I'm going to call it. Deluxe page, because it's all blinged out with stuff. Then I'll do another one of these. And I think I want a plain paper. So I'm going to grab this pink and put it in here. Then I can put this piece here. And this piece. And this piece. And I think I want another. I got some more here. Where is it? So this is like a notebook paper. Like that. And I think I want one more piece of paper. Let's see what I've got here. I thought I already had some ready to go. Where did you go? Oh, here we go. Is this too... may need to be trimmed. Okay, it does. I've got a piece of sheet music, so I'm going to trim it. Okay. It's because everybody's got to carry their cell phone around, right? Okay. Yeah, probably residual trauma from the lack of pockets in women's clothing in the past. Exactly. You got to have pockets in your clothing these days. I was watching a lady that does historical clothing, and she was showing how they made a pocket that slipped under their skirt and was tied around their waist, in a sense like the original fanny pack. Oh, this is a chunky monkey. So the pages I had sewed some lace on, and I think I'm going to just bind these as they are. I don't know if I want to put some lace on that front piece, and I think I should. So I'm going to slide this over. And let's see if I can find some lace. Or lace and fabric. Oh, I see something we could use. Okay. I've got this lace, and I know it's white, but I thought I saw a piece of fabric that might go. Or I don't have very much of this. Pardon me. I have just enough that if I were to put this down and put the lace, I don't know, do I want to fold it and put the lace on top? Put the lace behind? Dye the lace? Don't do the lace? I'm kind of thinking maybe just the teal flowers. If I cut this in half, then I'd have just enough. I'd barely have any ruffles on it to do the front and the back. You're very welcome, Lorraine. Aw, thank you so much. All right, so let's put these on here. We'll kind of scrooch them up. This was a white chocolate almond bark thing from when we made lots of candy one year. And Henry saved those for me. And I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do with those. But they've been working out pretty good for using them with the 1-inch strips of fabric. Okay, let's do this. So I'm going to put a bead of glue down. And we're going to go right on this edge. Okay. Okay. Just adding a little ruffle along the edge there. Dozed off, too hot. Oh my goodness, you need a fan. And you're way up north, so you're not as hot as we are down here in the south. You would know how to do this 100-degree temperature we've got. Okay. Okay. There we go. Let that dry for a minute. Now, do I want to just stitch it? I got this lace out, but I'm not feeling it. It's just not, that is not what I want. It's just not the thing. I'm looking to see if there's anything else. I have a little bit of this lace. I could put that on here. Maybe that's what it needs, is the pink. All right, let's do the pink. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue down just to help hold it in place till I get to the sewing machine. Okay. I think that looks pretty good. You like that smaller lace? Okay, good. Thank you. I think this was better. I had dyed it with Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist a while back. And so it's been sitting here with this journal kit that I hadn't finished. There we go. And there's a little bit left, so I can use it for something else if I want. Okay, that should be stable enough, I'm going to go to the sewing machine and stitch right down this edge, which will help catch that together. Oh no, Jennifer, you've been having hot flashes? No fun. Oh, I have a cut on my hand. Ooh. 80 degrees here, not used to that. Yeah, I was going to say, you're not used to 80 degrees and we're at 99, almost 100. All right, let's do this. Jennifer and other ladies, if you're having hot flashes, get you a small spritz bottle, spray bottle. Fill it with plain water and add about 20 to 25 drops of peppermint essential oil. And when you are having a hot flash, just mist that onto your face, your neck, the back of your neck, your chest, and it'll help cool you off. I kept one by the bed whenever I went through my hot flash phase. I've had a radical hysterectomy, so for a few years I took a hormone replacement, and then I decided I didn't want to take that anymore because of the cancer possibilities. So I quit taking it, and then that's when I started going through the hot flashes. And that peppermint oil in a spray bottle with water helped me a lot. If we can keep that 100-degree weather, Margie says. Okay, so I just stitched that together. And now I'm just going to put this together. This is one chunky journal. Get my tools. Kind of clamp this together so it doesn't shift on me. Although I think it already did. Come on now. Cooperate. Okay. There we go. Get my template out. Let's bind this journal together. I'm not going to get to the outer cover, so we're just going to do this portion today. You didn't have hot flashes because you had your hysterectomy when you were... So I was in my 30s when I had mine done, so 1, 2, 3. I think I was 34. I think that's right. Okay. Getting everything ready. I'm going to do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch and stitch the pages together. Okay. V'ing up my pages, and then I'm going to punch through onto some fun foam so I don't make a hole in my tabletop. Okay. There we go. Put this away. Start in the middle. Okay. And come around to the top hole. Uh-oh, come on. There we go. Okay. Can't see it. There it is. There we go. All right, I'm going to slip it under the first stitch. Pull that around. Pull them opposite directions tighten this up. Okay, that's tight. There's no slack. Tie a square knot. Couple more. All right, I'll leave the tails long because I may want to put some charms on that. I like it. My idea is I want to make a fabric and paper cover, but I've run out of time today, so I'll save that for another day. I think next week I'm going to pull out a box and play with my scraps and leftovers that I have here because I have so many. Let's flip through this real fast. We'll pick a winner of 200 junk bucks. So here's the front cover. I didn't put a dragonfly on the front. I've got a green and a pink. Let's see. I've got this pink one and I've got a green. I think the pink one would go. So let's put the pink one on there. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Now let's see, right about here maybe. So this will be a journal that'll go inside a cover. So here's the inside cover. And then we open it up and we've got the Musical Botanica kit is what I use here. And I sewed some lace that I dyed. And then this was a mop-up paper that I stamped and added some of the chipboard pieces that come in the Musical Botanica kit. This is a notebook, so it'll come off and you can flip the pages on here. There's the back side, and then you flip this. So, nice. And then here, this is handmade paper, and then I've put one of the chipboard pieces that comes in the kit that I painted, some paper doily, and then this is another sheet music page. Use some rubber stamps and whatnot. Oh, this is the other side, so before I clamp this over it. And I just used an altered paper clip that I made to help hold that in place. Oopsie. It's losing my bling. Move that over just a smidge. All right, and then this goes this way. I didn't add anything to this page, but I can do that later. And then this page, let's see. This card comes out. There's a paper clip on here, and then this opens up and then goes back in. So I need to alter this paper clip. And then over here, these are little file folders that came in the subscription box, and I stamped, and I had these stickers that I put over the top. And then this goes underneath the little tab so that it's kind of a closed little folder. All of these do that. And then this flips over, so you have writing space here, and then this flips over, and this flips up. There's a couple of them in here. Flips over. So I could add some dragonflies on these pages, maybe a little bit of stenciling. And then here's a whole page that could have some stuff added to it. I like the mixed media paper. And then this flips out, and I showed earlier all of the little elements, and then of course this comes out as well. So we've got this belly band here in the middle. And then this flips up. Okay, and then go this way. And then this I made little faux file folders and then added some papers to those. Using up a lot of my scraps. You like that little file folder with the closure? Yeah! You just, put a piece of paper on the tab, but don't glue the bottom so that you can slip the top portion of the file folder under it. There's dragonflies again. So I think I did pretty good adding dragonflies. I could add a few more, I think. This was a large journal card I made, stamping across the top. And this comes in the kit. This chipboard piece comes in the Musical Botanica subscription box. Oh yeah, and then here is a side folder. This is wallpaper here that I layered on top of. More sewing. This is a page I made a while back. Oh, there's some loose pieces in here. I think these are just trash. So this goes in here. If I can get it back in there now. And this flips over, so you have the second side decorated. This comes out. Oh, and I forgot this one too. Come on. Used the tickets and then backed it with some copy dyed paper. Another little pocket here. There we go. How's that? All right. Let's pick a winner of the 200 junk bucks, and then we'll get off of here. I hope you liked today's stream. I hope that you were inspired. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I greatly appreciate it. Oh, wait. Let's see. Is Nicole, you still here? Enter the raffle. It's free. ! Raffle. I'll give you a chance to get in there. I see your name is not in there. To win 200 junk bucks. Yeah, humidity can be a killer, that's for sure. I think my cover, I'm going to use a paper sack. And I'm going to use this fabric. And maybe a piece of this fabric. And I've got this piece that I was going to back with that purple. Probably not that big. I'll cut it straight. So you can't really see the paper sack, but we fold this in half. Put that on here. And then that would be the cover to go with that. I think that's what I'm going to do. Aw, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Nicole. All right, I think everybody's in the raffle now. Let's pick a winner. So, all right, so the winner, 200 bucks is Jennifer! Congratulations! Well, I hope you enjoyed this week. I hope you're inspired to create. Get in your little space and make something neat. I'm saving this from what I made last week because I think it'd be cute on the spine. You know, do something kind for somebody out there. I know there's a lot of people that are going through a lot in this world, so do something kind and hopefully make their day that much better. If you would, give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends if you enjoyed it. And then after the live is over, come back and leave a comment. What was your favorite part of the video today? And if you're watching this as a replay, I'd love to have your comments and thoughts. And again, if you have ideas that you would like to see me do when I make the, I don't know if I'm going to do it next week or the following week, but I'm going to make a list and say we're going to do X number of junk journal elements to put in a journal. And then I just put them in some pretty simple journals. Y'all are very welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all have an amazing week. Lots of love to each and every one of you. I greatly appreciate you being here and being a part of my live today. Y'all take care. Lots of love, everybody. Bye.